Geez, I've lived here for over a year now, and I still can't get the lyrics right. Helan går hung hopp faralan la lan lay. Helan går hung hopp faralan lay. Who the heck is Faralan, and why does he want me to drink so much? What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I really missed you guys, and I really missed talking about Sweden because I talked about Denmark and some other countries in some previous videos. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, be sure to subscribe. I'm Stefan Tyrone, by the way. I'd love to have you join this community that we have here on YouTube. But today's video is 5 things that the rest of the world could learn from Sweden. And Sweden does a lot of things really, really well, and I'm gonna talk about those things here in this video. But the first one is kind of a cheeky one. The first one is that Swedes are excellent party planners. I especially noticed this over midsummer when we would all get together and we would do different songs and dances, and then we had one person that was in charge of organizing games for the whole group, which is not uncommon, by the way, when you go to a party here in Sweden for somebody to be in charge of organizing the games and things. They just really know how to have a good time. And for those of us that are still not quite fluent in Swedish, it's really, really helpful that when they do sing these songs, a lot of times they'll actually give you a little booklet with the lyrics of all the songs in it. I don't think I've ever really seen that in America, maybe at church. Wait a sec, do you guys hear that? What is that? The second thing that the rest of the world could learn from Sweden is how to be environmentally conscious. Now, I know there are a ton of countries out there that do a really, really good job with being green and conscious of the environment. I know the part of America where I'm from, they care about that very, very deeply in Portland, Oregon. But Swedes take it to a whole nother level. I've been really, really impressed with how conscious Swedes are about the environment. And actually, for me, that is one of the biggest issues when I'm voting politically and those sorts of things.
Polar bears are dying. The ice caps are melting. Humans are depleting all the natural resources.
I think it's great that Sweden is a society that cares so much about it. And actually this past week, I was at a work get-together and everybody at this work thing got some t-shirts to represent different teams. Each team had their own t-shirts, and the t-shirts came in a plastic bag, and somebody at that event had the wherewithal to say, hey, everybody round up the plastic bags. Why don't you just take your jerseys out right now? And so they could round up all the plastic bags of the 100 people that were there and just recycle them right away. And I was like, wow, that is really, really cool that somebody had the heads-upness. Somebody had the wherewithal. Okay, that's another fancy word. I don't know how the best way to say this in English, but somebody was on top of their game and collected all these things to be recycled properly. I can really, really appreciate that, and that the Swedes leave a much smaller footprint on the environment than I think a lot of other countries out there. The third thing that I think other countries could learn from Sweden is how to have a good work-life balance. I think nothing sums this more up than the concept of fika. Swedes love to work hard, but they also know how to relax and take it easy and have a fika break where they'll have coffee, tea, kanelbulle, which is cinnamon rolls, or other pastries and things. It's basically like the Swedish version of tea time that they have in England. But I mean, fika is a time to just relax, take it easy, and Swedes are really, really good about not working too hard, not working too little. They live the lagom life, which is actually why I just started merch for this YouTube channel that I am rocking right here for you guys. See, I've got the Fika Squad. If you guys want to give me some love, go ahead and check out the link in the description. We're still in the works on some of these things, but I think we've got some amazing merch going on, and it's all Sweden related. Fika is one of those Swedish cultural things that I absolutely love, and I want to just show people how much I love Fika, and so I love rocking this Fika Squad t-shirt around town. and you guys can cop one of those on there if you would like. The fourth thing that I think the Swedes do an excellent job of that other people in the world I think could learn from is open-mindedness. I was just at the Stockholm Pride Festival last month actually, and it was amazing how many people came out to support gay pride and that people have those choices to live their own lives and people don't really judge you as much here in Sweden. I think it's a great thing. And me, coming from America, you have to remember just a few years ago, it was actually illegal. Gay marriage was actually illegal in America. Sweden has been very, very progressive in those aspects. And I gotta say, it's taken me some time to wrap my head around being so open-minded as an American. For example, we did this commercial shoot for Mare Beverages in Stockholm while the Pride Parade was going on with some friends, and the person that was filming the shoot asked us to all start kissing each other, girls and guys, but then also guys and guys and girls. And I had my German friend with me at the time, and we're just kind of looking at each other and we're like, we're not kissing anybody, are we? And we're like, nope, we're not kissing anybody. I don't have a problem with the gay pride and things. I just don't want to get caught up in the like kissing other dudes. That's not how I roll. But a lot of Swedes are like pretty open. Like some of my friends, it was no problem for them just to do it for the commercial. I mean, yeah, it was just kind of crazy to me to see that. And I think it's cool that Swedes are so progressive and so open-minded about some of those things. Personally, I think there's a lot of countries that have a long way to go on some of those more social type issues. And the last thing I want to talk about that I think the rest of the world could learn from Sweden are some of the organization with their information technology. The personal number system that they have here in Sweden is excellent. The mobile bank ID system that they have here in Sweden is excellent. Basically, when you come to Sweden, you get registered in and you get a Swedish social security number called a personal number, and that number is linked to everything. When I first came to Sweden, I had some problems with the work permits and things like that, so I actually didn't get a permanent personal number right away, and that did cause a lot of problems. But once you do get a personal number, everything is kind of linked to that, and then they have this app on your phone where you create a special code, and if you want to buy something with your bank card at the internet, it's linked to your personal number, and you have to confirm and punch in the code on your phone in order to make those purchases. And actually, while I've been in Sweden, I've had several people steal my bank ID information, my American bank ID information, and actually make purchases from my American bank account while I'm here in Sweden. Ultimately, I got those funds refunded and we got all those things settled, so it's no issue really. But it's so nice in Sweden, the security that they have with some of those systems, where I have peace of mind that somebody can't just take my card, write down my numbers, and go spend $1,000 on Amazon. It's really, really nice. If you're gonna spend a lot of money, most of the time, you have to confirm your identity with your mobile phone and by putting in a special code, which I think is a really, really good thing. So those were the 5 things that I think other countries could learn from Sweden. Now, I know there are a lot of countries out there in the world, and some countries do an excellent job at things and not so great job at other things, and it's totally fine. But I think these 5 things were things that Sweden does extremely well, and I'm really, really curious if you guys agree with me. So write a comment down below. Again, go ahead and go check out the merch and stay tuned on the channel because I will give some behind the scenes. We're still experimenting with different sizes and different shirts and all those types of things. But yeah, follow along for the journey. And I've got a ton more great stuff coming. So if you're not subscribed, be sure to do that. And I'll see you in the next video.